pure quality. That is probably the best explanation of an EPIC airgun. The EPIC 2 LITE, to be precise. Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD, and this is the EPIC LITE 2, or EPIC 2 LITE carbon version. They do the cylinder version. This is the carbon version with the carbon fibre shrouded barrel and the carbon fibre bottle. This thing is amazing. You know, guys, I'm a big fan of EPIC airguns. Let's get the beast on the table. This is my own one, the EPIC 2 full-size version. It needs to be on the table for this review. It just needs to be there as a decoration, don't you think? We'll just leave that one there. Can I just about get it all in shot? Oh, only just. Let's leave her there. So, big brother, little brother, EPIC 2 LITE. Now, let me throw out some specs on this one. So, this one weighs just under 2.6 kilos, or 2,590 grams to be precise. Measuring 725 millimeters in length. It's got a 300cc bottle, which is carbon fibre wrapped aluminium bottle. It has a 70cc plenum, which basically is your gunpowder for firing the shots, pretty much. 300mm barrel, fully ambidextrous, AR-15 style stock. High power balance valve. It's got a maximum fill pressure of 300 bar, which is pretty good actually, isn't it, really? You know, a lot of air guns are 250 bar, but this is 300 bar. Oh, do you know what? When it comes to compressed air, you know, guys, I just hate it. Hate filling air guns up. I don't know. It makes me cringe. I just hate compressed air. But anyway, that's another story. Available in 177, which this one is 177.22, and you can get it in 25. Magazine capacity in the 177 is 13, 11 shots in 22, and 10 shots in 25. That is pretty much your specs. Let's have a look round this gun then. So, the EPIC 2 LITE carbon fibre. Well, let's have a look at the magazine, because I've left the magazine in. Oh god, are we hot? No, we're not hot. We're not hot, don't worry. Let's close that back up. Magazines are excellent. Okay, spring tension, you just basically put one in and just keep feeding it until it's full, and that's it. Metal in construction, very tough. Never had a problem with the EPIC 2 magazines. In fact, I've left one in that one as well. By the way, just in case you were wondering, this one is wearing a Vector Optics Tauron. That's a 4-16x44 HD. Excellent scope. Nice big turrets on it. Comes with its own mounts as well. Very cool. This is kindly on loan from Vector Air here in the UK, so go check those guys out. But let's take this from the top then. So, AR-15 style stock, 6 position, riding on a buffer tube. You've got a castle nut there. Very minimalistic, this stock is. I do like it actually. You can use that as a bit of a hook to pull it in if you want. Dead easy controls, but if you wanted to, you could swap that out for whatever you wanted. You know, it's an easy job to do. Moving on to the action or receiver, all solid aluminium in construction, totally ambidextrous. You can swap the solid cocking lever around to the other side if you want, so you can do that. I've left it set up as it is to accommodate my leftiness, because I find I have a faster follow-up shot when, you know, from that side. You righties, and I've seen it a lot and I've mentioned it in a lot of videos, kind of have grasped that idea where you have the cocking lever on the left hand side for a fast follow-up shot. Loads of room in the trigger guard there. You've got an AR-15 style safety catch. I like the cocking lever. It's pretty much the same as what we're looking at on the Big Brother there. Bit more adjustment there. This one is an FAC one. This EPIC 2 is the Big Brother, so it's a little bit more adjustment on that. But yeah, the cocking arm is very good, very solid. You can feel the quality when you cock these. It's just solid. Picatinny rail along the top, carbon fibre shrouded barrel, and then there's the EPIC Airguns sound moderator on there, keeping things quiet. And then you've got that that bottle there. There is your fuel gauge. There is your regulator gauge there underneath. Easy access for adjusting the trigger. Oh, you've got a bit of Picatinny rail underneath as well. Even the gauges are wrapped in carbon fibre. Isn't that sick? Sorry guys, I'm banging the camera. Very, very cool. Now, I love the Big Brother, the EPIC 2. Love that. That one is running pretty damn powerful. FAC here in the UK, that's firearm rated. Love that thing. Love that thing. I've had it a while now. I'm still experimenting with it and finding its favourite ammo. But, it's, you know, if you're an air gunner, it's all part of the fun. I continue to tweak that to perfection. It's almost there. Almost there. So, excellent to set up that is. That's got an arc and optics. That's an EP5, 5 to 25 times 50 scope on there. I've already done a video on that. I'm going to do an updated video on that one, to be fair, because I'm wanting to do a lot of long range shooting with this, but I've just not got around to it. It's just a busy time here in the Rat Cave. But the EPIC 2 LITE, how did it go on as far as accuracy goes? Well, not bad at all, as you'd expect. Anything from, you know, CZ is good. CZ barrels. I mean, that one's got a Lothar Walther barrel on. This one, I believe, has just the CZ barrel on for pellets. This is how it got on. I've got I've got 3 targets to show you. So, 30 yards. This is how this thing ran. Now, I literally zeroed this with H&N Field Target Trophy, which is them right there. 8.64 grain. Zeroed with these. These are 3-shot groups at 30 yards. My thumb is there for scale. That is excellent grouping. Ignore those shots there. I don't know what I was doing there. I can't remember. I think I was just plinking. Next one is Norma Golden Trophy FT heavies. Those are 8.4 grain. These are always a good pellet. Again, 30 yards, decent. Excellent group there. It's all about the groups. Anyone who says, well, it doesn't really matter about groups, is talking absolute BS. It's all about consistency and grouping. End of. JSB Exacts. These are the 8.4 grain. We've all seen them. These did pretty damn well. Also, 3-shot groups, 30 yards. What? I mean, these groups that have spread out, I think it's just down to me. It's not the gun. QIS, streamlined. No, ignore that tin. I've got the wrong tin. Picked up the wrong tin. It was streamlined that we were using anyway, which are 8.48 grain. They did all right, yeah. Not bad, not bad. Not the best. RWS Superdomes, a classic. 8.3 grains. That's them right there. Put them back there. Where did they get? Where did they get? Where did they land? There you go. All 3-shot groups, 30 yards. Okay. H&M Barracuda 8s. Where have I put the Barracuda 8s? I've lost the tin for the Barracuda 8s, but that's what I ran. There we go. Barracuda 8s. And then JSB Hades, a little bit heavier at 10.34 grain. That is where they landed. Okay. That was those pellets. Then, thought, well, this is 177. You can generally get away with slugs when they're sub 12 in 177. 2.2, I'm not so keen. But I had to go with some slugs. This was the GSB Knockouts. These are 13.43 grain. So little 177 slugs if you haven't seen them. There you go. Okay. 30 yards. They were dropping low as you'd expect, but this is what they were doing. Just interestingly, that was a decent group. And that was an excellent group. So I think it was, you know, the barrel was getting to know the pellet or the slug. And then I used H&N Slug HP. These are 10 grain. I think it liked these a bit better as far as the groupings go, consistency wise. Make of that what you will. But nevertheless, pretty damn accurate if you ask me. No doubt. This thing is accurate. Let's move them out of the way. I had no problems with this rifle. No issues with the magazine. You know, nothing really sort of going on that was, you know, untoward, so to speak. Let me show you the box. Here is the box. You get the no frills sort of box from EPIC. Plastic box. Cardboard box. Bit more environmentally friendly. This is what we've got in here. What have we got in here? Oh, this is a data sheet that's come from EPIC. So we're running at about just under 11.5 foot-pounds. This particular rifle. What were we using? Probably should have looked at this. Don't tell you what pellets there were. Okay. This is just the packaging for the sound moderator. What else we got in here? That's just the end of the barrel. If you're not using the moderator, that's basically the adapter there. And then what else we got in here? Got your bits and pieces in here. Spare O-rings, filler adapter, and a sticker in there. All that good stuff that you need. You definitely need a sticker. Manuals, as I've explained in previous EPIC videos, the manuals are excellent. Excellent manuals. Well laid out. Colour diagrams and photos. Absolutely brilliant. And I think there's exploded diagrams somewhere. Wait for it, wait for it. I'm sure there is at the back. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they haven't put an exploded diagram in. Oh, I'll have to get on to them about that. But yeah, that's your box pretty much. That's what you get in the box. Well, you get the rifle as well. No, it doesn't come with a scope. But no, an excellent rifle. I'm into my compact rifles at the minute. I've been doing a few of compact rifles. All right, this is probably not as compact as what I have been using, but this thing is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's measure the trigger while we've got it cocked, because I know it is cocked and I'll just forget about it and I'll scare the hell out of myself. Let's give this trigger a pull. .7 ounces on the trigger pull. Let's remind myself. It is a 2-stage trigger. Oh yeah, that's nice. Nice. Just an excellent rifle. High quality, as you'd expect from EPIC. You know, they're just brilliant. Solid, reliable, excellent quality. You know, I don't think I've got a bad thing to say about this rifle. It was just superb, superbly accurate in my testing anyway. What would I change on it? Probably nothing. If I was going to pimp it, I'd probably put a different grip on, like I have on my one. So I'd probably, you know, put some a bit funkier. Although the rubberized one that is on there is decent. But you know, if you really want to jazz it up, you can put some, you know, a nice form one on or something like that. That'd really, you know, make this thing even cooler than it is. So, bit of Picatinny rail underneath there if you want to throw on a bipod. Probably the only other thing I'd put on is a rail similar to that. I'd just, with me, all right, that's probably is my criticism, and I say this about all bottled air rifles, is I don't like them exposed like that. I kind of like them encased like that, just to protect them. That's just me. But no, the EPIC 2 from EPIC Airguns, EPIC 2 LITE. An excellent air rifle. They are excellent in FAC version. They are excellent in sub 12. Highly recommended, guys. Highly recommended. Not the cheapest, but you get what you pay for. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching, guys. That is Rack and Load. See ya.